Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Yu and this is the first episode of The Art of Retouching, a series in which I'll show you the way I get from the raw files to a final image. Today you will get to see the process behind the leading photo of an editorial I shot last year. The way I retouch my photos pretty much follows the same path every time. And even if the execution changes, the idea is the same. First, I try to start with a neutral file, be it in Capture One or Lightroom. That means a good white balance with no shifts, a correct exposure and no sharpening. This step is called color correction. Next should be color grading. Most do it right in the raw processor because it's easier, and it's possible to save time, avoiding to retouch stuff that you might not even see in a final photo, like shadows and highlights that get clipped. Personally, I tend to apply it in Photoshop midway or at the end of the process. That leaves open the opportunity to shift the mood or readjust the colors if I'm working with a set of images and I need to uniform them. While color is the most important thing to keep in mind while setting the mood of a photo, you still have to pay attention to all the small details, because as a whole they can make or break an image. The main technique I use is dodge and burn. There are many ways to do it, but the goal is always to reduce the errors of microcontrast while maintaining the texture. In layman's words, it's a way to uniform the skin or other surfaces that might have small imperfections and make it smoother without cutting down the level of detail. See how the skin on the cheek now looks cleaner overall? It takes a lot of time, patience and attention, but the result is always worth it. After working on the micro level, I continue to use dodge and burn on the macro level, but with a different purpose. Instead of correcting, I use twin chunks, cheekbones, hair details, volumes. You could say that it's a way to add localized contrast. Finally, as anticipated, I color graded the image. Here I masked the highlights and the shadows separately, and tried a few different color schemes and settled on the green and big palette. Final touches, a selective desaturation and a bit of sharpening. So, what do you think about this retouching? Did you like the way I handled the details, the skins, the color? Let me know in the comments below what you think about this photo and see you in the next video.